Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Thank you so much, SAPS Band, for that beautiful backup as we sang to the top of our lungs our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you. This is the 2025 National Batho, Pele and Innovation Awards. It's such an absolute pleasure to be with all of you today. We will be getting into the festivities and the formalities of the event in just a moment. But before we do, I think it's only befitting that we assure your comfort and your safety. So please fix your eyes on the screen as we see this next video explaining exactly how safety and protocol will be, of course, assured in this venue. Let's fix our eyes on the screen.
Good day, and welcome to the Emperor's Palace Convention Center, a Piedmont resort. Before your function commences, please take note of the following safety tips that are designed to ensure your safety at all times. Should you require any assistance during your visit, please contact one of our Emperor's Palace floor managers who are located in the convention center at all times. This property is protected by an automatic smoke detection and fire sprinkler system. In the event of a fire, an alarm will sound and you are required to exit the building. Exit via the main entrance stairs or the nearest appropriate emergency exit into the parking lot and assemble at the designated emergency assembly point. Remain in your group and do not wander off. Should someone be missing, please notify one of the marshals as soon as possible. Do not return into the building until the all clear is given. In order to assist with any medical needs, we have a clinic on site which operates 24 hours a day and is staffed by medical professionals. Should you require medical assistance or if there is a medical emergency, please alert the floor manager and they will activate our medical emergency protocols. Alternatively, if you are not feeling well, please notify the floor manager and you will be escorted to our clinic so that our medical staff may tend to you. For security purposes, we ask you to look after your belongings and ensure that all phones, laptops and handbags are secured in your possession and not to leave any items unattended. If something is missing or misplaced, please inform the floor manager so that we may assist you in locating the item. We also have security guards stationed throughout the resort to ensure your safety. Please follow all security instructions given to you as this is for your safety. Thank you for your time. And Empress Palace wishes you a wonderful day at our conventions.
All right, Empress Palace. I said the video, they said, no, download the program. We want to make sure that everybody's up to standard with the program. So you would see on your screens that you can, of course, scan the QR code and download the program so that you're up to speed with the evening tonight. So once again, you are all welcomed. This is the 2025 National Batho, Pele and Innovation Awards. I will be your master of ceremonies for this evening. My name is Tumelo. Can I hear you? Yes? Do not withhold my blessings, please. But it's an absolute pleasure to be with you here this evening, and I'm hoping to get your attention so that we may move swiftly as I guide you towards how exactly this evening will commence. So without any further ado, I think it's only befitting that we acknowledge the presence that we have in the room, our honorable dignitaries as well as our guests that have taken the time out to join us here tonight for this prestigious event. So please allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge the following important individuals as yourselves in this room. We are, of course, enjoying the presence of our Honorable Minister, Inkosi Mzamo Buthelezi, the Minister of the Public Service and Administration. We're also in the presence of Honorable Deputy Minister Pinky Kekana, the Deputy Minister of Public Service and Administration. Ms. Pindile Baleni is also in our midst, the Director General in the Presidency. The Honorable David Kolani Dube, the Executive Mayor of the local municipality in our midst. Ms. Cynthia Mbali Shinga, the MEC of the KwaZulu-Natal Department. Councillor Nkosindi Pele Kagaza, the Executive Mayor of the city of Ekurhuleni. Mr. Willie Vukela, the Acting Director General of the Department of Public Service and Administration. We're also joined by Ms. Lydia Sebukedi, the Acting Executive Director of the CPSI. Ms. Ritabile Matolweni, the Head of Stakeholder Management at Metropolitan Health, and also the Chairperson of GEMS, Dr. Nomzamo Tutu. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol is observed and you are all welcomed in our midst. So with that being said, I would like to invite you to please place your attention. Trust me this time. You can trust the screen, okay? You can trust me when I say please fix your eyes on the screen, as of course we witness the official National Batho Pele and Innovation Awards video that continues to showcase the history of the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 20th National Batho Pele and Innovation Awards. Today we are here to honor outstanding contributions to public service and innovation. Music is a combination of various instruments interposed with singing, creating a melody that is out of this world. Orchestra is one way of creating a symphony which harmonizes different sounds into pieces of music to our ears. Today we're about to celebrate Batho Pele and Innovation Awards ceremony, a creation of a symphony within this ministry. This echoes the call by the 7th administration to work together for the good of our people and our beautiful country. We must all be in sync in celebrating and recognizing public servants that continuously do their best to make the lives of citizens better. Welcome to the Batho Pele and Innovation Awards ceremony. Ministry of Public Service and Administration, promoting service excellence and innovation.
Let's please give a round of applause to these important awards that honor our public servants and just the commitment by those who have joined together to ensure that we are acknowledged and seen in this room. And I think that's why it's befitting to continuously honor those who place themselves at the forefront. But I'm about to introduce someone in a better position to welcome us. You know, when you're in someone's home and someone is a host, they have to give us blessing over this event and welcome us. So I would like to formally welcome, of course, the next speaker who will be, of course, giving us that welcome address and making sure that this prestigious occasion is blessed and may proceed with its formalities. Ladies and gentlemen, to deliver the welcome address, please help me welcome on the stage the Honorable Mayor, Alderman Nkosi Ndipile. Right, it seems that our Honorable Mayor may not be joining us. The team alerting me at the that the mayor may not be here with us at this time. But we would like to, of course, move and extend to our next speaker. And I'm hoping that next speaker, you will improvise and welcome us as well. So I'll give you an extra minute. You actually have 5 minutes, but I'll give you an extra minute so that you please welcome us in the room as well. And just also on that note, requesting all our speakers coming onto the stage to please stick to your 5 minutes time so that we may continue with our program seamlessly. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the purpose of this event and to also acknowledge our adjudicators. So to assure that all went well with the processing of finalists and the award categories. So to introduce the purpose of today's event, but also to acknowledge our adjudicators, I would like now to please invite onto the stage from the Center for People Service Innovation, Ms. Lydia Sebukedi. Please welcome her with a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. I'm told the mayor is still coming, by the way, so I'm not sure whether I should do the welcome, but I will welcome you. If the mayor is here, the honorable mayor is here, he will then do a proper welcome to the city, beautiful city of Ekurhuleni. Honorable Minister Mzambo Buthelezi, Minister for Public Service and Administration, our Deputy Minister Mepinki Kekana, Honorable David Dube, Executive Mayor of Newcastle Local Municipality, Ms. Cynthia Mbali, Shinga MEC from KZN, Councillor Nkosindi Pele Kaza, Executive Mayor of City of Ekurhuleni, I hope is coming through, my colleague, Acting DG Willie Vukela from DPSA, Ms. Retabile Matolwani, Head of Stakeholder Management, Metropolitan Health, Chairperson of GEMS, Dr. Nomzamo Tutu. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I just need to get to my notes. I also want to acknowledge our adjudicators and our finalists tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We are here today to recognize and reward service excellence and innovation in the public sector. This is as part of improving service delivery and entrenching the Batho Pele ethos and innovation. This awards ceremony is a culmination of a year-long program that started with the official call for entries that was held in June, hosted by Limpopo. The awards program creates a repository of innovations and best practices to encourage replication and mainstreaming across the public sector. The program also aims to build a responsive, ethical, and high-performing public sector. Program director, as the saying goes, don't tell me the moon is shining. Show me a glint of light on a broken glass, close quote. These finalists today embody this quotation as they give us hope that we have amongst us as public servants those that are not comfortable with the status quo and continue to serve with passion, putting people first. Honorable guests, today is about saying thank you to those that go an extra mile. We hope all of us will be inspired by what we are about to showcase tonight. I would also like to acknowledge our esteemed adjudicators, led by the two co-chairpersons, Ms. Ntadi Mutusi for innovation categories, and Mr. Womang Parak for excellence categories. The adjudicators are offering their time pro bono, despite their busy schedules. No words will ever be enough to express our gratitude for your continued support. The hard work that you have put in is highly appreciated, and we hope that you will continue to support this worthy cause. The token of appreciation will never be enough to express our gratitude. Thank you very much. The adjudicators are not all here, but those that are here, before I get in trouble with my boss, please come through so that I can give you a token of appreciation. I thank you.
Are you going to give them now? All right, I'm notified by Ms. Lydia Sebugedi that she's about to, of course, call upon the adjudicators. If you may please make your way to the stage, you may enter on my right, your left, and then come on to the podium. And I'm also assuming that then you would need to take a picture in the middle. So after receiving your token, please make your way to the middle center of the stage, and you may kindly take a group picture, please. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lydia. And thank you so much to our adjudicators, the reason why we have credible, prestigious events this evening. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for your effort. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to our next speaker and would like to hear more of the remarks from the chairperson of the adjudication panels. If you may please help me welcome onto the stage to deliver this next address, Mr. Umang Parag. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome our speakers with warmth. Thank you. Thank you.
Honorable Minister Nkosi Mzamo Buthelezi, leadership of the DPSA, dignitaries, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and our dedicated public servants, a very good evening to one and all. It is both a privilege and an honor to address you tonight as we celebrate excellence in service to our nation. I speak on behalf of Ms. Nshadi Matusi, Chairperson of the Innovation Awards, and myself, Umang Parag, Chairperson of the Batho Pele Excellence Awards. Tonight, we gather not to merely hand out awards, but to honor a legacy. The Batho Pele and Innovation Awards have become a mirror reflecting the souls of our public service. What began as a platform to recognize dedication has grown into a movement, one that reminds us that government work is a calling, not just a job, and that excellence is a discipline embedded in the heart of every public servant. Behind every award is a thorough, transparent, and rigorous adjudication process. Each nomination was carefully reviewed with clear criteria, evidence-based scoring, and robust discussions to ensure fairness. This ensures that the awards truly recognize those who contributed to and had the greatest impact on their institutions and our communities. These awards stand as a beacon for those who exemplify integrity, accountability, and the pursuit of the public good. In an era of rapid change, our public servants have met challenges with resilience and creativity, showing that our sector is where responsibility meets innovation for the benefit of all of our citizens. As Nelson Mandela reminded us, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Tonight, we honor those who have made the difference, those who work strengthen communities, institutions, and the lives of our people. As we celebrate these achievements, let us renew our commitment to collaboration, continuous learning, and bold use of technology to enhance service. May these awards inspire us to do more, to do better, and to always place the people at the center of all we do. On behalf of the adjudication committees, congratulations to all the nominees and recipients. Your dedication makes excellence a reality. Let us continue to serve with integrity and humility. Thank you very much, and may this evening be a celebration of both achievement and aspiration. I thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Parag, and just for chairing the adjudication panel. We appreciate your efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker, and this is quite important because it's to confirm the validity, the fairness, and credibility of the adjudicated results. So please help me welcome stage, of course, to bring this confirmation of validity and fairness of results, Ms. Charity Bushumane of Bushumane Accountants.
Thank you, Program Director. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thokozani, Thobela, Kamaku, Makwande, Ndawo. Good evening to the Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, the Mayor in absence, the Acting Director, distinguished guests, esteemed honorables, everyone present here today, all protocols observed. On behalf of the accountants, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to the Minister, the Deputy Minister, the CPSI team for granting us a privilege of being part of this prestigious and esteemed occasion. Innovation lies at the core process in today's rapidly evolving world. It empowers organizations, institutions, and businesses to grow, refine services, and enhance overall customer satisfaction. Through innovation, we discover new ways to improve, adapt, and transform society, a better society, and to be a better country. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all participants, runner-ups, winners, for their outstanding efforts. Congratulations to each of you. Your dedication and ingenuity are shaping the future of South Africa and Africa at large, with promise and purpose. The world needs more individuals like you. Innovation, commitment, and passion. May God bless winners and runner-ups with continued strength, inspiration, and skill in your future endeavors. As CS Bushumane Accountants, we have thoroughly reviewed the award process, adjudication procedures, and the final outcomes. We are pleased to declare them accurate, transparent, and fair in every respect. I will also like to express our appreciation to the CPSI Acting Director and the entire team for entrusting us with the honor of reviewing the 2025 National Batho Pele and Innovation Award at no cost as part of our corporate social responsibility. We are proud to have been able to contribute to this meaningful and impactful initiative. A special word of thanks goes to the dedicated adjudicators team for their diligence, professionalism, and the spirit of collaboration we enjoyed throughout the process. Minister, Deputy Minister, we like to thank you as CS Accountants to also give us this opportunity to adjudicate you the adjudication of the awards, of Batho Pele Awards. Thank you all, and I wish you all a blessed and peaceful evening. God bless you all. Thokozani. Ndawo.
Thank you so much, Ms. Charity Bushomane, for your kind words. We'll now move on, ladies and gentlemen, to our very next speaker. And this is more of a message of support from our main sponsor, Metropolitan Health. Please help me in welcoming onto the stage Ms. Retabile Matolweni, the Stakeholder Management Relations from Metropolitan Health. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
To the Honorable Inkosi Umzamo Buthelezi, Minister of the DPSA, to the Deputy Minister, Ms. Pinky Kekana, Your Excellency, the Ambassador, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you on behalf of Metropolitan Health, an affiliate of Momentum Health, as a proud sponsor of Batho Pele Awards, a celebration of excellence, innovation, and unwavering commitment in public service. Tonight, we gather not only to recognize outstanding individuals and teams who embody the spirit of Batho Pele, people first, but also reaffirm our collective dedication to building a public service that is professional, responsive, and deeply rooted in the values of dignity, transparency, and care. At Metropolitan Health, our purpose is clear: to empower people to live healthier and more fulfilled lives. The purpose aligns seamlessly with the ethos of the Batho Pele initiative. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, supporting these awards is not just a sponsorship, it is a strategic imperative. It is a reflection of our belief that the public service, when the public service thrives, our communities thrive. When service delivery is excellent, our nation moves forward. We are especially moved by the timing of this event, which coincides with the National Disability Rights Awareness Month and the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It was actually quite an honor to hear the President declaring GBV as a national crisis in the recent G20 summit. These campaigns remind us of urgent need to protect and uplift the most vulnerable amongst us, women, children, and persons with disabilities who continue to face disappropriate risks in their society. So the President's unwavering stance against gender-based violence is one that we deeply respect and support. As a healthcare organization, we see firsthand the impact of violence on physical and mental well-being. We're committed to being part of the solution through advocacy, partnerships, and services to promote safety, healing, and empowerment. Tonight, we celebrate not only the winners of these prestigious awards, but every public servant who chooses to go an extra mile. Your work matters, your innovation matters, your compassion actually matters. We're extremely proud of our long affiliation with the TPSA, which has gone from strength to strength. And therefore, Honorable Minister, let us continue to put our people first, but to Pele, let us continue to build a South Africa where excellence in service delivery is not an exception, but a norm. I thank you, and congratulations once more to the nominees and the winners. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Matolweni. Thank you for, first of all, being the owner of the Mili Meal in the house and making sure that you sponsor us and make this event a success and one that is credible and prestigious. We thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of sponsors, I would like to move on in acknowledging some of our sponsors in the room. And it's quite a sincere appreciation that we have for those who want to partner, raise their hand and say, include me, include us. Let's partner to make sure that this event is a success. So we'd like to acknowledge and take this moment to thank Pernod Ricard. We thank you, James Boshumane, accountants, as well as the Auditor General of South Africa. Please give them all a round of applause for coming on board and joining us for this prestigious event. I'm also notified by the team that the Honorable Executive Mayor, Mr. Alderman Nkosindi Pele Kagaza, is in the room with us. And Mayor, I'd like to give you just a moment to come on stage and perhaps say a few words, if you may, as you come on stage and share a few words of encouragement.
Thank you very much. I was, when I entered here, a bit shaking that I was told it's an award. Then I looked and said, this is a gala. Honorable Minister, I do not want to misrepresent the city of Ekurhuleni, because when it's gala, we indeed make sure that Honorable Deputy Minister, we do look. But because we have to work, Councillor Mkunu, on Fridays, we must be at work, we must deliver services to our people. But let me take the opportunity to acknowledge the Honorable Minister. And it is indeed an honor to be part of this prestigious event. The awards, the public service awards, we want to acknowledge all the dignitaries, my apologies, because I don't want to falter on all the protocols. I don't want to falter on all the protocols, Honorable Minister of Public Service and Administration, Ngosi Mzamo Buthelezi, Deputy Minister Pinkike Kana, the Ambassador, the former Minister of Education, the Premier of KZN, Ubawa Wethu Sibundebele. We really want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the city of Ekurhuleni, the city of peace, the city built by fearless combatants who fought for freedom and justice. I want to extend a warm, heartfelt welcome to each one of you today as we gather for the 2025 Batho Pele Innovation Awards. And this year carries a special significance to us. It marks 25 years of the democratic local government, a milestone that reminds us that fundamental spirit of service, of accountability, of community that underpins our democracy. We want to take the cue because nationally we're celebrating 30 years not long ago. And there is a number of reflections that we continue to make in terms of the excellence that the municipal, public servant, they continue to discharge, to our people. At the same time, it is our beloved city of Ekurhuleni where we are chanting that we are in the season of renewed hope, because it's December next week. We are exactly turning 25 years, and we already feel the depth, the depth of a quarter century of growth, of transformation, and shared purpose. When Ekurhuleni was formed on the 5th of December 2000, it was not merely a bureaucratic merger of 9 towns, but an 11 administration, a symbol of unity in diversity, a place of peace. Honorable Minister, as our city continues to expand, evolve, we are conscious of the growth that comes with this responsibility, and we want to really, say that we are encouraged by these awards. This award program resonates deeply with who we are as a municipality, a local state that places people first, values agility and collaboration, and above all, service delivery that transforms their lives. There's the very same name, Batho Pele, speaks to our core convictions that public service is about people, putting the people first. And in Ekurhuleni, we have embraced this calling wholeheartedly. We're inspired to be a city where every resident has equal access to quality of municipal services. And we know this we can't achieve without the dedication of the public service. As we honor this excellence to the awards recipients, as we honor this excellence, let us also recommit ourselves to building a capable, ethical, and transformative public service. Let us reaffirm our pledge that in Ekurhuleni, the city of peace, born out of struggle, born out of sacrifice, grounded in democracy, strengthened over 25 years of unity and growth, every citizen is seen, heard, and served, and also protected. May this award inspire us to achieve greater heights in service excellence and the future that continues to embody the shared values of unity, of dignity, and prosperity. We are very grateful to be here. Thank you very much, Program Director.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I feel like now we can officially begin with the awards and the formalities, now that you have blessed us as the city of Ekurhuleni, the host city, in just affirming that we will have a very good evening tonight as we honor our public servants. Thank you so much, Executive Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now give the honor and the space and the platform to our minister in the room with us to give us a keynote address. I think he is better positioned to explain context and why it's important for all of us here gathered in the name of celebrating our national public servants. So as I call upon our Honorable Minister, may I ask you to rise as we honor him as he makes his way to the stage to give his keynote address. Minister Inkosi Mzamo Buthelezi, Minister of the Department of Public Service and Administration.
Ngahlala phansi ngaba nisungumanga nje futhi. It's very clear that most of you are not working with me. If you were, you would have known that when I stand, I don't like people to stand because I don't believe in protocols. Let me do first things first by acknowledging our program director, Ms. Tumelo, our, not program director, MC, that's what I like. She is the master of ceremony. You see, the mayor is helping me, but you are very wrong. She's not a master of ceremony. She's our mental case today. So I greet you, my sister, and thanks for directing this program for us this evening. Deputy Minister Pinky Sharon Kekane, we're working extremely well with the Deputy Minister. I'm happy, my sister, that we are trying our level best to steer this ship, because ours is a very important and deep responsibility, because the over 2 million public servants are our responsibility. Your Excellency, Ambassador Sbu Ndebele, our former Premier in KwaZulu-Natal, MEC Transport, Minister Transport, and everything that you can think of. Umapisa will agree with me, in KZN, he came up with this program of Zibambele when he was the MEC for Transport. I've never seen in this country a program like that, which is really uplifting the poor of the poor. I've never seen it. And you did represent us very well in India as our ambassador. The mayor of Eguruleni, my brother Kakaza, thank you very much for coming here. And I must tell this house that we reached out to you last night, I think, what time was it? After 8, to say, can you just come and help us with this responsibility? He never hesitated. So that is leadership. Yeah, because I don't call everybody leaders, because we take the issue of leadership willy-nilly, as if everybody is a leader, which is not the case. The acting DG, Mnumzanu Willie Vugela, the executive director of the Center for Public Service and Innovation, Ms. Lydia, Director Generals and Deputy Director Generals, Head of Department, the panel of adjudicators and editors of this award program, our sponsors and our partners, the eminent guests, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm going to take 3 minutes of your time, literally 3 minutes. But I will tell you when to begin to count that 3 minutes. So you don't count before I indicate to you. I want to also greet my special guest, which is a member of the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Legislature, Mr. Mncedisi Mapisa, Uyiseka Qanda, and Councillor Mkhunu, who is also among us. And very, very importantly, I think I'm very much honored today, more than any other days, and I feel humbled indeed that this evening we are honored by my very own father, Sheng. I hope the cameras will just shine that side so that people see the man behind myself. Sheng. So you can see for yourself. Also, my brother, Mtwani Mxolisi Sheng. And his wife, Mtwana Makeba Ndabezitha. So I'm very honored, Sheng, that you are part of us today to see the kind of work that we do. I always tell people that mine is never a choice. I was born into public service by virtue of being a prince. I was born to serve. There's nothing that I know and that there's nothing that I will ever do except to serve my people. We are gathered here, colleagues, tonight for a pivotal moment. A moment that defines us for not only of what we do as public servants, but also of who we are. We are also gathered here for a powerful purpose, and that is to, you see, technology now fails me. This is always the case. Oh yeah, there is it now. I'm not sure whether it's gonna go with me. Ayan, can you pass me my backup? I always have a backup. Because apparently this mouse seems not to be working. Yeah, you can take this. No, it doesn't work. So I was saying we are gathered here tonight for a pivotal moment, colleagues. A moment that defines us not only for what we do as public servants, but also what we are. We are gathered here for a powerful purpose, and that is to celebrate our men and women who work continuously to give life and meaning to our very young democracy. Tonight is not only a ceremony of recognition, it's a moment of reflection on who we are as public sector, what we value as a people, and how we serve as government. Over the past weekend, the world watched as our nation took its rightful place on the global stage as we hosted the Group of 20 Summit with excellence and dignity. So a nation standing tall, and up to this day, it is still making international headlines for its collaboration. What the world has seen was the real engine behind that success, and that is yourself, the dedicated public servants of our country. And that is partly the story we are gathered here today to honor the same public servants, because it is you, South Africans, who made that possible. The success of the G20 was not an outsourcing, nor an important expertise. It was our people at their best, our skills and capabilities at full display, and our discipline and commitment of public servants that brought the G20 machinery. Colleagues, while the world watched the outcomes, we also witnessed something very deep. And that was the pride of South African public servants who continue to build this country with the little, the much, and everything in between. It was proven through the summit that is not a myth. Instead, it is operational and driven by the real and dedicated people that are yourselves, the public servants, rating today. You prove that the strength of this nation rests on your shoulders, and that it resides in the hands, in the minds and hearts of public servants who keep our beloved South Africa moving forward. Therefore, today's recognition is truly not an accident. It's a moment of honor where we honor yourselves as the quiet giants within the public service. It's about the culmination of our dedicated service and sacrifices that's often performed outside the spotlight. And this very evening is dedicated to you. This evening we turn the spotlight to shine on your faces as we honor you. And I must be clear to say that those who will be receiving recognition this evening will not be receiving it in isolation. Instead, they will be standing as a mirror for their colleagues within the public sector throughout our country. You all stand as their representatives. You carry the pride of your departments, your teams, and your communities. And you even mirror the dedication of your respective colleagues. This is the very reason that the Batho Pele and Innovation Awards we are gathered here for this evening have become one of the most significant affirmation of excellence and innovation in the South Africa's public sector. These awards program director reminds us that the capable state we speak of in the National Development Plan is not an abstraction. It is built every day by dedication, innovation, and dignity of public servants across the country. These awards carry the honor on behalf of the thousands of public servants who could not be in this room tonight, even though they all rise every morning to push this country forward. The moment of truth is in the phrase, Batho Pele, people's first, which is not just a slogan, but a moral compass of us as public servants. Batho Pele is a test by which every policy, every budget, and every act of governance must be judged on how it impacts and how we deliver services to our people, because it's in your hands as public servants that government programs can rise or fall. Our policies, our strategies and priorities means nothing without the people who must activate them. That is why, despite the pressure, criticism, and complexities, you must never forget who you are. However, in case you do forget, allow me to remind yourselves. As public servants, you are the alpha and omega of building this ethical state. Everything begins and ends with you. I reference the G20. The whole world descended on our shores. The first point of contact was our own public servants at immigration. I always say, Program Director, Your Excellency, that even those who decide to join planet Earth, the first point of contact is that midwife in hospital, not even their own mothers. So that is how important we are as public servants. Even to those who choose to depart planet Earth, the last person who satisfies, whether are dead or alive, is Home Affairs, and that's a public servant. Hence, you are the alpha and omega. You are the heartbeat of government, the custodian of public trust. We are the front line of democracy, but most of all, you set the tone and you determine the outcomes. If you fail as public servants, the whole system crumbles because the nation looks up to you for stability and leadership. But if you choose to excel as you have done all the times, the whole nation accelerates. And do not dare to take your work as a burden, because it is not, rather a responsibility and a privilege. Program Director, this is why this evening matters. We are here not only to celebrate, but to reawaken our collective conscience and to remind all of us as public servants as to why we joined public service at the first place. This moment reawakens our conscience why we joined public service at the first place. That is why all those who feel that it's too hot in the public service, they must just quit. Because we cannot afford to have public servants who sleep on duty. We cannot have public servants who are full of themselves. We cannot have even leadership who should be elsewhere doing whatever that they want to do and not come any close to public service. Those who are business, people who want money, they must go to business and not come here. Public service has been a symbol of hope to many of us. When we grew up, Your Excellency, we aspired to be public servants because this was a noble work, not what it has become because of thugs and everything else who have been attracted to the system. Ladies and gentlemen, the awards we will be handing out tonight are more than just trophies and certificates. They are a declaration that excellence will be seen, innovation will be celebrated, and that going an extra mile shall never go unnoticed. Even to say public servants goes an extra mile, maybe that's not what we should be saying, because they are meant to do that. So those of us, those of you who goes an extra mile, that shall never go unnoticed. Those who come to work before 8, if they start working at 8, and leave work out, and leave work after 8. Not those who are full of pride who sits there in tables and busy paging their cell phones while our elderly are standing on the queue. And this year, colleagues, were stronger. The merger of the Department of Public Service Administration, Batho Pele Excellence Awards, and the Center for Public Service Innovation Awards is a testament to our commitment. We are no longer working in silos. We are one government with one vision, which is to serve the people of this country with excellence and dignity, not anyhow. We are building on this collaboration to strengthen the intergovernmental relations through instruments like the District Development Model, the DDM, because service delivery is a team sport. And tonight, we are celebrating our stars. We are not in a business of competing with each other, but we're in a business of complementing each other. And reaching the third priority of the seventh administration is the government of national unity, which is to build a capable, ethical, and developmental state that depends on you. And that shall never be achieved by slogans and policy alone, but it can only be achieved through the behavior, attitude, and integrity of yourselves as public servants. That is why this administration remains resolute in its commitment to professionalize, to build a public sector that is impartial, competent, ethically oriented, to resist any political interference. That's what we are doing, that's what we are building. A public sector that resists political interference. Of course, with our President Cyril Ramaphosa at the helm as the Commander-in-Chief, steadily and meticulously steering the ship to safer waters, docking it towards growth trajectory and inclusive development. As government, we'll continue to strengthen the enforcement of ethical standards, ensuring that performance is rewarded and misconduct is dealt with through consequence management. In addition, colleagues, we'll invest in developing the skills our state need to govern effectively in changing world, due to, among other things, the technological advancements such as artificial intelligence. It's our belief that a capable state must be an innovative state, a state that is not comfortable with the status quo, but one that learns, that listens, and willing to try new things, thus becoming adaptable. This rich tapestry of creativity and problem-solving narrative we celebrate tonight clearly demonstrate that innovation is alive and well within the public sector. These award recipients prove that when given space, resources, and trust, public servants can design solutions as bold and effective as anyone found, even in the private sector. Program Director, the capable state cannot stand alone. So building this vision entails a partnership among government, civil society, and the private sector, as we've got the private sector have even sponsored our event. A partnership part that is founded upon integrity and shared responsibility. For every innovation we celebrate today, we must equally face head-on the cancers that undermines our effort and progress. Here I'm talking about the corruption, dishonesty, empathy, and erosion of integrity within the public sector. As much as these cancers and challenges are real, however, they do not define the public sector, but you do. The private sector must join hands with public sector to strengthen systems, transfer skills, and ensure that the dividends of development reach every corner of our nation. Civil society, on the other hand, must continue to act as vigilant guardian, demanding transparency, accountability, and acceleration, and celebrating rather success where it is due. Meaning we don't have to critique just for the sake of criticizing. Where government does well, we must applaud that. We are all custodians of the public good seated here. The capable state is not the work of government alone. It's the work of a nation determined to make democracy deliver. Your Excellency, Ambassador Ndebele and Program Director, as I conclude, if the G20 demonstrated anything at all, it's that as South Africans, we have talent, we are innovative, and we are capable to deliver. And the other thing is that excellence lives in our DNA. One of the commenters said something on this, what you call social media, saying he has traveled everywhere in the world, have never seen the service that is here in South Africa. He said in their own respective countries, customer service is just a transaction, but here it's a culture. So before we leave this venue tonight, I would like to invite everyone seated here to pause for a moment and ask yourself the reason why you chose this path. All of us here, why did you choose this path? Is it because it was just an employment that was closer? Is that because you had tried everything else and it failed? Then public service became whatever that it became to you, then you decided to join it? Ask yourself that question. Why did you join public service? Who are you serving? Who are you serving? And lastly, what legacy are you building? Once you have gone back, therefore, to your respective workplace, make your response to be your daily choice and your renewed commitment. So every morning you wake up, that reason that motivated you to join the public service should be the driving force behind you. That commitment will be the one that keeps our public sector alive. So to all our finalists, I'm saying congratulations to you. You have made an indelible mark in the public sector. For that, we truly appreciate your efforts in making service delivery better for our citizens through excellence and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, the excellence we are celebrating today is what we need to wake up tomorrow and replicate. Even those that have given up, they must have some sense of revival. We need to ensure that we defend this every single day. And always remember that as public servants, you are the bridge between policy and people. You are the bridge between policy and people. You are a bridge between promise and delivery. And therefore, continue serving our nation with excellence, integrity, pride, and purpose. Thank you so much.
Do you want to stay? We're going to start the awards. Do you want to stay? Thank you so much, Minister. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may remain seated. I've just hijacked the Minister to please remain standing on stage because we're about to begin. Minister, if you don't mind, please just take center stage and perhaps be on standby as we are about to begin. And may I please also call the presence of our Deputy Minister, Honorable DM Pinky Kekana. May you please join us on stage. Please welcome her with a round of applause. And we will be commencing with the National Batho Pele and Innovation Awards as DM makes her way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we now begin with the presentation of the National Batho Pele and Innovation Awards, this, of course, is led by our Honourable Minister and Deputy Minister. I would like to please just articulate how the logistics on stage would work. So, recipients will be invited on stage for the official handover and citation. You will then be given an opportunity to take a photo with the Deputy Minister and our Minister. And, of course, we'll have our media team on standby. They will document the entire segment, and it will also be available on the portal, including the SABC Plus platform and all our social media platforms for the DPSA and the CPSI. So we'll begin, of course, this segment, the National Batho Pele and Innovation Awards for 2025. And of course, another note is that each category, ladies and gentlemen, will have a video with the finalists. All right, so we'll have context around who our finalists are, and thereafter I do have lovely assistants on my right, your left, that will hand over an envelope, and I will then read out from the gold winner, the silver winner, and the bronze winner. So first, we'll announce the winner of that category, and after I will announce the first runner-up in silver, and the second runner-up in bronze. So I think that's all understood. Shall we begin? Ladies and gentlemen, we start with our Batho Pele categories, and the first category that will be awarded is the Best Frontline Service Delivery Employee of the Year. So please fix your eyes on the screen for our finalists.
My name is Tavis
Okay,
Mketu. I'm agricultural advisor in KZN Department of Agriculture. I'm stationed here in Abakulusi, Zululand District Municipality. We as Department of Agriculture, we are maybe formed under the RSA Constitution, which says that we have a responsibility. Everyone have a right to have food. All Batho Pele principles should be used in terms of ensuring that the service that we give to people is satisfactory to them. Not only to them, but to the people who are looking at that. Because sometimes you can work alone in the office, but people will speak about you as they go out. That guy gave me a best service, and that is how this person treated me.
My name is Tabelo Jacob Mtimkulu. From the Northwest Department of Education. I'm a teacher. My work is evident as one of the National Teaching Award winner in South Africa. I would like to see transformation, more involvement in terms of our sports activities, academics in our communities. I'm excited actually for this opportunity, and I believe that hard work pays.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dorcas Dipoko. I'm from Iketeto Secondary School. The school is based in Rustenburg in the Northwest Province. I've worked closely with the Letabong OVC, which stands for Orphan and Vulnerable Children, whereby they offer young people with soft skills as well as hard skills, especially for those who have dropped out of school. I think it's my duty as a child of the soil to change or to transform the school, to transform the background of my community.
All right. Well, there you have it. Those are your finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause. Out of the hundreds and thousands of applicants, they have made it to our finalists. So, as mentioned, I will begin with the gold winner. So, Umangoba, I start with the winner first, and then we will honor our first runner-up and then our second runner-up. So, the gold winner for the Best Frontline Service Delivery Employee of the Year award goes to... Do you actually want to guess? Do you want to play Jem Eli? Middle center or top right? Bottom left? Who is it? Who is it? Mang. All right. Your gold winner is Tapelo Jacob Mtimkulu. Come on to the front, Tapelo. Congratulations, Tabula. Another warm round of applause. That's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. And also just for logistics purposes, because we had to move our photo-taking opportunity to my right, may I please request that our individuals and our winners, may you please make your way through the middle center of the stage as you come on to take your picture on my right, your left. All right, so we've got the gold winner. Let's see who is the silver. First runner-up, Miss Dorcas Dipoko. Dorcas Dipoko, are you with us? There you are. Please come this way, my lady. May you please enter this way. ladies and gentlemen. And our second runner-up is Mr. Thabiso Buti Nkelu. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our finalists, the Best Frontline Service Delivery Employee of the Year. All right, we move on to our next category, and this one is the Best Service Delivery Institution or Department. Please fix your eyes on the screen for our finalists.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Mrs. Sengi Windlozi. I'm a service office manager for Mondlo Service Office. We're the best team for COVID-19. We won silver in the department and bronze in the office of the Premier. As I'm representing the team, we are all excited. To us, it's not about win. To be nominated for us, it's an achievement on its own.
I'm Jaco Opperman. I'm the principal of Katlong Engineering School of Specialization. I think one of the biggest accomplishments is that we are addressing youth unemployment as a school. It's a no-fee paying school, so parents are not paying school fees. So we make sure that learners got everything and more through partnerships. I was nominated by the Gauteng Department of Education. And it's good to know that in higher office are taking note of your effort and what you are doing within your community, not only doing your work, but the extra mile you are walking.
Hi, my name is Step Bulleman. I am the video producer for the Education Department in the Directorate Communication.
I'm Unati Boy. I am the Assistant Director in Digital Media and Communication Support for the Western Cape Education Department. So we've been nominated because of our admissions campaign. This is a campaign that we do every single year. As the Directorate, we are responsible to ensure that the public gets accurate information, timely information, as well as clear messaging about the application season.
The tagline of the campaign is "Don't wait." So don't wait. Apply now so that your child is in school next year.
All right, Best Service Delivery Institution or Department. Yes, please give them a round of applause, all our finalists. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to work our way backwards to the front. I'm now starting with our bronze winner, then we'll get to silver and our overall gold winner. So ladies and gentlemen, our bronze winner for this category is the Western Cape Education Department for their admission campaign. Let's move on to our silver category winner, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first runner-up for the best service delivery and an institution or a department. And your first runner-up in silver is The Department of Social Development, Mondlo Service Office, please come onto the stage. Congratulations to our first runner-up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our gold winners for the category Best Service Delivery Institution or Department is... You're right, Papa. Katlehong Engineering School of Specialization, the Gauteng Department of Education. Congratulations, Katlehong. Mayor, were you part of the adjudicators? What's happening? You walk in and you're already winning. Katlehong. Well done, well done, well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to our next category. And this is the Best General Worker of the Year. Please fix your eyes on the screen.
Igama lami umfundisi Patrick Twala ngisebenza ku Department of Environment. Umsebenzi wethu ku community siyazisa community how is important conservation. Our production uma abantu base South Africa bajabulile ngokubuka imvelo yethu is our production. I'm very grateful. Ngijabule kakhulu ukunominatwa.
Igama lami Bubhekuzitha ngokwami ngade ngisebenzela ku Pietermaritzburg region. Umsebenzi wethu la ku Department of Transport ukulungisa imigaqo ukuthi umphakathi uhlezi ukwazi ukuhamba, ama-ambulance yakwazi ukuhamba. Ngizobonga bonke abasebenzi basema-office abasilekelela ngayo yonke into esiyidingayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu ukubona. Bese ngizobonga uMinister wethu uMr Duma.
Igama lami uDumsani Nhlapho. Ngisebenza eFormula School. You mostly work with the parents to start with. ESGP. It makes me feel so amazing and feel refreshed. I so wish I can start over again and work for GDE and then the government and help people as isho lento ukuthi bathupile angithi, because now iyenza ukuthi nami ngibe a good example kwabanye abantu who can change their lives.
A round of applause to our finalists, ladies and gentlemen, in the Best General Worker of the Year category. We're starting backwards with our bronze winner. Our second runner-up is Mr. Mfondisi Patrick Twala from the Gauteng Department of Environment. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. A round of applause. All right. We move on to our silver award winner. This is our first runner-up. And our silver award winner is Mr. Begizi Tamngati from KwaZulu-Natal's Department of Transport. Congratulations to you. And our gold winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Best General Worker of the Year is Mr. Dumsani Ntapo from the Gauteng Department of Education. Congratulations to all our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next category. This is the Best Implemented Project of the Year. Please fix your eyes on the screen.
Hi, my name is Bandile Ngolomba. I'm the Deputy Director responsible for business process improvements. The project, it looks towards stimulating an ease of doing business environment. As a result of this particular intervention, we've seen an incredible increase in the productivity within the department. I'm very proud of the work that has been done, and I look forward to also playing this type of a contributory role at a much more broader national scale, so all provinces can benefit from the likes of these interventions. Thank you.
My name is Simpiwe Nene from KwaZulu-Natal Department of Transport. So each department is mandated to maintain roads and also to build new road infrastructure and bridges. So one of our projects that we have implemented as a department is our safety roller barriers, where we have conducted a study under IREP, which gives star rating, and we find that the existing road restraining system mainly
igama lami nguBrightness Gobizazi Mdakane. Ngiyafisa ukuthi ama-farmers ethu siwanike ithemba ukuze ngelinye ilanga kuthiwa i-agriculture is not just agriculture. Agriculture is science. And enye into engiyifundile kule program ukuthi ama-farmers ethu amaningi ezinye izinto aseyayibonela. Njengoba sithi umeluleki akufani nothisha otshela ingane ukuthi lo a imba ingane ibhala u-a. Kuma-farmers ngiyafunda kuwona nawo ayafunda kumina.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those were your finalists. A round of applause, please. Okay, We now start with our bronze winner. This is our second runner-up. So, in the best implemented project of the year, your bronze winner is KwaZulu-Natal, Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, Amajuba District. All right, your silver winner, our first runner-up is the Western Cape Department of Economic Development and Tourism. All right, congratulations to you, Western Cape. Ladies and gentlemen, now for your gold overall winner. Congratulations, KwaZulu-Natal, Department of Transport. Congratulations to you, KwaZulu-Natal. Deputy Minister is asking, where are the women? Nigupi, we need you on stage. We need you on stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to our next category. And now we take a look at the best public service leader. Please take a look at the screen.
I'm Jaco Opperman. I'm the principal of Katlong Engineering School of Specialization. I think one of the biggest accomplishments is that we are addressing youth unemployment as a school. It's a no-fee paying school, so parents are not paying school fees. So we make sure that learners got everything and more through partnerships. I was nominated by the Gauteng Department of Education. And it's good to know that in higher office are taking note of your effort and what you are doing within your community, not only doing your work, but the extra mile you are walking.
My name is Dr. Nainso. I am the CEO of Mamelodi Regional Hospital. Mamelodi Regional Hospital is the very first hospital. It achieved Office of the Health Standard Compliance Certificate, excellent grade. And also we received the best performing Regional Hospital Award. I'm very, very truly proud and deeply honored and humbled by accepting the Batho Pele Principal Award. My name is Matomi Lifi Ramalepe. I'm managing principals. Basically, my work involves monitoring and support of schools. What we did was to craft Vision 2025. One of those goals was to achieve 90%. It feels good. It feels good to be recognized at this level. It's amazing.
All right, a round of applause to our finalists. I have in my hands our bronze winner. This is our second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen. And the best public service leader, our second runner-up in bronze is Mr. Jaco Opperman from the Gauteng Education, Katlehong Engineering School of Specialization. Can you please? Thank you so much. We move on now to our silver winner. Our first runner-up is Dr. M.L. Ramalepe from Mopani West Circuit in Limpopo. To you, Doc. And your overall gold winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Naing Su from the Gauteng Department of Health, Mamelodi Regional Hospital. Congratulations to you, Doc, and congratulations to all our finalists in this category. All right, we started with the Batho Pele category. We now move on to innovation. Minister, DM, are you fine there? Do you need to stretch your leg? Are you still fine? Standing. Are you okay? I'm overworking you today. Is this what you meant, Minister, by going the extra mile? Yeah. All right, let's move on to the innovation categories, ladies and gentlemen. We start with the replication. If I may have your attention, please. We start with the replication and adaptation of innovative solutions. So please fix your eyes on the screen for our finalists.
My name is Bukudane Rubada. I am from the Gauteng Department of Infrastructure Development. Basically, we're an implementing agent for client departments, which are provincial government within the Gauteng province. So now service providers can actually upload the right documentation as per each IDMS stage gate, project lifecycle to be specific. I feel very excited. This was not just my effort alone, this was a team's effort. In this case, there are a whole lot of stakeholders that take part to this.
I'm Vishant Singh, and I'm representing the Department of Health. One of the projects that we're currently running is something that's close to my heart. It's the remote learning channel, where we are actually providing training and upskilling staff at the rural healthcare facilities. Being nominated for me is a huge honor because it actually drives me and pushes me forward into trying to come up with more creative ways to streamline our services.
My name is Nazdin Mala, and I'm the project lead for the e-kiosks for Digital Services Initiatives. With this initiative, we are strengthening digital inclusion of our citizens. A key achievement is that the staff at our pilot sites have been trained in the digital services, digital literacy training. They're ready when citizens come into those spaces. We are making government services accessible, inclusive, and future-focused.
All right, those are our finalists. Let's see who made it to bronze, silver, and gold. I'll be starting with our bronze winner, ladies and gentlemen. And in our bronze, second place is Repurposing Service Delivery Points, e-kiosks from the Western Cape. Congratulations, we come through. Congratulations to you, Western Cape Province. Now in our silver, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first runner-up. We have Scale Remote Learning Pharmacy Assistance to PHC and ward-based nurses from KwaZulu-Natal. And now for your overall gold winner, ladies and gentlemen, Project Readiness Matrix Automation from Gauteng. Come through. A round of applause to all our award winners in the replication and adaptation of innovative solutions. Congratulations to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next category, and this is the Citizen-Focused Innovations, non-ICT. Let's take a look at the screen. Do we have a video?
I'm Ron Mukanya, Director Sustainability in the Department of Environmental Affairs and Development Planning. And from an impact point of view, we've reached at least 1 million residents in the province, which includes learners, educators, their families, and ordinary community members. Crux of the intervention is to empower our learners in the STEM and arts-related subjects, and we are using behavioral economics to obviously entice them to take up the STEM plus arts subjects. For us, ESD is a journey. It's a lifelong learning intervention that we're implementing in the province. So that journey continues as we take on one school at a time in the province.
Hi, my name is Sabiha Suban. I'm a physiotherapist. I fall under the Department of CSTS. The project I'm representing is the Center for Children with Special Needs. Over the past 2 or 3 years, we were recognized by the Gauteng Department of Health as a Center of Excellence for Cerebral Palsy. It is a true honor for this project to be recognized by Batho Pele. All the members of our team have in putting this project and making it what it is today, and it being recognized by Batho Pele is a true honor.
So I'm Dylan Manuel. I work for the Department of Health, the Western Cape. All right, so the project that I'm working on for the last year has been to increase the dental services and access points to the communities. It's always amazing to be recognized. It really is, and it's a real honor and privilege for me to be standing here today. But I think in the heart of it all, it comes back to servanthood.
All right, those are your finalists. A round of applause. Citizen-focused innovations harnessing non-ICT solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, your second runner-up in bronze is Center for Children with Special Needs from Gauteng. Congratulations to you. All right, let's move on to our first runner-up in silver, ladies and gentlemen. In our silver is Circular Economy Bag That Builds, ESD from the Western Cape. From the back. Congratulations to you, our silver winner. And our citizen-focused innovator for 2025, ladies and gentlemen, is Dental Services Innovation, all the way from the Western Cape. Congrats, guys. Well done. winners, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's move on now to the internal innovations, ICT or non-ICT. Please fix your eyes on the screen.
Hi, I'm Lucia Bredenkamp. I'm Acting Chief Director for Assessment and Examinations at the Western Cape Education Department. We follow the entire process from the registration of candidates to preparing them for the exam. We have done a lot of well-being and wellness exercises during this year. We also find that doing things for the community, such as CSI projects, those kind of things make you focus outward to the community, and it also bonds the staff as a whole. We are very blessed and honored to have been nominated for this award, particularly since it honors our staff and our team, the team that is unseen and that does the behind-the-scenes processes for us.
Hi, my name is Kumantri Veerasamy. I am Nunzan Samjali. The Multi-Certification Skills Program is an opportunity for learners to accumulate accredited certification, but they also leave with a build-up of small certificates that we want to make sure that at the end of the day they are accredited. It is an honor to be nominated first and foremost, and we were very excited when we heard.
For the two of us, yes, we are representing the whole team, and we are just happy to be here to represent that team.
Hi, I'm Joy Casual.
And I'm Angela Piner. We work for the Western Cape Mobility Department.
We are part of the team who assisted in developing the vehicle inspection app. As technical assistants, we knew what it entailed to do the inspection, so we assisted letting the developers know what is going to work, what's not going to work, to make it more effective for our colleagues, and in turn gives better service delivery.
We are extremely grateful for this opportunity to be a part of this project.
All right, a round of applause to our finalists. Let's now take a look at who our second runner-up is with bronze. And the bronze goes to Western Cape Matrix Examination Administration from the Western Cape. Congratulations to our bronze winner. Let's now take a look at who got the silver. This is our first runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, and silver goes to Vehicle Condition Assessment, TV 2628 app from the Western Cape. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your overall winner, Internal Innovations IT or non-ICT from Gauteng, GDE Multi-Certification Skills Program. Congratulations, Team Gauteng. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to our next category, still under the innovations category. We now take a look at innovations harnessing technology for frontline services. Let's take a look at the screen.
Hi, my name is Sipho Manzini. I am an educator in the Western Cape. I am the owner and founder of WebAdmin. WebAdmin is an AI tool that provides digital workstations for educators. My vision for the future is to make sure that each and every school has a web admin system into their system, because it helps teachers to be able to collaborate better. This nomination it's actually a blessing for me, because the project will actually get more exposure, right? And more schools and teachers will be able to benefit from it. We are actually creating a new generation of smart teachers.
My name is Dr. Tsepo Kukuni. One of our visions as the municipality is to become a metro municipality. We need to have organic systems. We need to have governance. And for us to be nominated for this awards, it is a sign that we are on the right path. It is a sign that this municipality can grow. It is a sign that this municipality, it does have talent, it does have professionals.
I believe in the next 5 years, there are systems that we're developing. So what we need to be doing is making sure that these systems are robust, are effective or efficient in a way that you take note to say, you know what, these systems are useful for the community. It's gratitude to understand that in our field of software development, you don't necessarily get much recognition.
All right.
My name is Sithole Sanimboy. I'm under the Department of Education. One of the biggest achievements for myself is to see the young ones being able to integrate technology in the classroom successfully without me. Yes, I feel very, very honored to be called here as a finalist, and also the team, my colleagues, even my learners, the community, they are very happy for me, for everyone who was involved in this project.
I think we have all the finalists for this category. Let's take a look at who got bronze. Now, interestingly, this is a category that has a tie. So in our bronze, we have 2 bronze winners. So I'll be starting with the first bronze winner in this category of innovations harnessing technology for frontline services. Ladies and gentlemen, your first bronze winner is Web Admin from the Western Cape. Congratulations to you, Web Admin. We have our second bronze winner, ladies and gentlemen, from the Free State, MLM Meter Reading Portal. Please come onto the stage. One more, one more. All right, congratulations to you. Let's move on now to our silver winner, ladies and gentlemen. Also from the Free State, e-recruitment application. Please come onto the stage. Aye. Free State. Aye, 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 aye. Free State. Ooh, okay. Huh? Free State, U10 Engaga, a whole U10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your gold winner from Limpopo is transforming education through technology. Please come onto the stage. Congratulations, Limpopo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our GEMS Health Award. May I please request the presence of the chairperson of GEMS, Dr. Nomzamo Tutu. May you please come join us for these next 2 awards under the GEMS Health Award. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are joined by the chairperson of GEMS, Dr. Nomzamo Tutu, it's an honor to hand out 2 awards under the GEMS Health Award. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we will have gold and silver, and I will start with our silver award winner. So, in silver, from KwaZulu-Natal, we have Scale Remote Learning, Pharmacy Assistance to PHC and Ward-Based Nurses. Please come on and receive your award. Congratulations to you, and we move on now to the overall gold winner under the GEMS Health Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the award winner is from the Western Cape, Dental Services Innovation. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to move on to our next special ministerial awards. Now, for these ones, ladies and gentlemen, they will be recognizing our pioneers in excellence. This is where we're talking the public service pioneers and the public sector trailblazers. So when we talk about the public service pioneers, this recognition is bestowed by the Minister of Public Service and Administration. It honors public servants who go above and beyond in serving their communities with exceptional dedication. Now we also, I was going to have it after we're reading. Thank you, ma'am. So after then, we have the recognition honoring government-employed systems developers who leverage modern technology to address service delivery challenges, reduce costs, and enhance digital transformation. This through our in-house innovation. So we'll be honoring these award winners tonight. They are game changers, public servants who push boundaries to improve service delivery from within. And of course, you can find out more information about their work, which is available on the portal. But fix your eyes on the screen and take a look at our finalists.
My name is Agnes Sarakarasa-Semula, the Bitoko Second Manager in Bujanala District. From the 18th to the 20th of October, the circuit has held the first ever planning Lukhota with all the school managers. Firstly, I feel very honored and humbled to be recognized in this manner because this nomination means a lot to me.
I am Mr. Ramano William. I am the principal of Furufero Special School. This school is having 3 categories of learners that are living with intellectual disabilities. We have got a company that is called Faith Plumbers. The company is servicing schools around. That learner is a product of this school. Well, I really appreciate being nominated. I didn't think that some people are seeing what I'm doing.
All right, let's start with the Special Ministerial Award. Before we do, though, Your Excellency Ambassador Sbu Ndebele, may you please join us onto the stage so we can hand out these next awards, please. Ambassador Ndebele, we request your presence, please, on stage, if you don't mind. I know I'm ambushing you, but that's why we have public servants. We have somebody to ambush. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming on the stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, under the Special Ministerial Award, may I please call on to the front. This is the Pioneer in Excellence, Public Service Delivery. Miss Agnes Rasesemula from the Northwest Education Department. Please come onto the stage. All right, congratulations, Ms. Agnes. And we have another award winner, ladies and gentlemen, under this category, Pioneer in Excellence under Public Service Delivery. May I please have Mr. Moko William Ramano from the Furufero Special School in the Limpopo Province. Congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move to the innovative segment of the very same ministerial award. This is where we see our public sector trailblazers. This is our public sector trailblazers. And ladies and gentlemen, this section does not have gold, bronze, or silver, so I will be calling upon your name. I have in front of me about 5 winners. Is that the case, team? I have 5 names in front of me to award. All right. So this is quite a big group that's about to receive their award. So let's begin with, I have 5 names in front of me.
Okay, let's take, no, it's 4. It's 4.
I have 2 envelopes. This is the first, and then these are 4. All right, let's take a look at the 4, not the 5. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'll first call upon from the Western Cape, Mr. Sipho Manzini. Please come onto the stage. Congratulations to you, sir. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, from Limpopo, we have Mr. Sunnyboy Sithole. Please come onto the stage. All right, per Minister's request, may I also call upon other award winners from the Free State, Mr. Chiu Malebo and Dr. Tsepo Kokini. Please come onto the front. Dr. Tsepo Kukuni, my apologies. Dr. Tsepo, please also come onto the front. Congratulations to you, sir. A big congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to our last 2 awards for this evening. These are overall top awards. In front of me, I have the Public Sector Innovator of the Year Award, and I will soon receive the overall Batho Pele Winner of the Year Award winner. So let's begin with the Public Sector Innovator of the Year Award winner. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner from Gauteng is GDE Multi-Certification Skills Program. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final award for tonight is the overall Batho Pele winner of the year. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight is Dr. Naing Soa, Gauteng Department of Health, Mamelodi Regional Hospital. Minister, thank you so much. Ambassador Bundebele, thank you so much. Please take your seats. And thank you so much. Also, DM, I know you were here pushing the shift of standing. Thank you so much, Mbogoto. With that being said, DM, if you may allow me, ladies and gentlemen, if we could please afford the DM an opportunity to give her vote of thanks. I humbly request your attention, please. I know there's excitement in the room, but we're almost done. Please give a round of applause to the Deputy Minister of Public Service and Administration to give a vote of thanks.
Program Director, thank you very much for this opportunity. I know I'm standing between the audience and the dinner. Good evening, everyone, once more. As government, this is where the purpose brings us, in service of the people who place their trust in us. And tonight, that trust has been beautifully rewarded. A round of applause to all of our people. It is an honor to offer these closing remarks at this poignant celebration of public service excellence. The 2025 National Batho Pele Innovation Awards ceremony. Evenings like this remind us why it all matters. And tonight, we witnessed the extraordinary performance. We saw public servants from every sphere, including local government, demonstrating what is possible when innovation meets commitment, when passion meets execution, and when service is delivered not because it is required, but because it is a point of pride. Public service is not defined by perfection. It is defined by persistence. It is not measured by applause, it is measured by impact. And it is not made powerful by systems alone. It is made powerful by people who refuse to give up on the other people. Over many years, our democratic state has made meaningful progress in critical areas, expanding health care, strengthening education, improving social security, rolling out housing, widening access to clean drinking water, and pushing back the boundaries of poverty and inequality. Do we all still face stubborn challenges? Yes, of course. We have never shied away from acknowledging that more still needs to be done. But tonight, I want to echo something important. To every public servant who has worked tirelessly in the background, whether noticed or unnoticed, your labor has mattered to all of us. Your consistency has carried this country forward. You have been our backbone, guided always by the powerful principles of putting people first, the ethos of Batho. We owe it to ourselves as much as to the citizens of South Africa to continue strengthening a public service that is efficient and effective, professional and well-equipped, ethical and accountable, and unshakably committed to denouncing corruption in every form. A capable state is not a cliche. It is the difference between policy and progress, between intention and transformation, between citizens losing hope and citizens feeling helped and attended to. To Inkosi Mzabu Buthelezi Shenge, the Minister of Public Service and Administration, thank you for steering this ship. Sondia, we are truly inspired by your leadership. We are proud, thank you, as the department and our entities to be celebrating and honoring our public servants this evening, having been graced by the former Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Ambassador Zbu Ndebele. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion. The presence of the family of our minister and the minister's special guests, we feel greatly honored by your presence. Shirley, thank you so much. Let me also appreciate your worship, the mayor of Ekurhuleni. I'm also told the mayor of Stellenbosch is here and many other councillors. Thank you so much for being part of us. Your presence always tells us that you are holding the fort because you are at the coalface of service delivery. We really appreciate. To the adjudicators, thank you for protecting fairness and integrity in this process. We really appreciate the work you have done. To our sponsors and partners, I'm looking at you, Fagamalu Zobona. Next year, we want more. So to our sponsors and partners, thank you for being the wind beneath the wings of public innovation. We appreciate also the entertainment by SAPS. Of course, they too are public servants. We really appreciate the rendition and keeping our audience busy. To our winners and finalists, you have not only made us proud, you have reminded us that to serve people is not a job. It is an inheritance of honor. We really appreciate the legacy that you have put today, tonight, and tonight. We not celebrated trophies. Of course, we did that, but it was not trophies. More than that, we celebrated a few key truths. That Africa is excellent, that South Africa is resilient, that public servants care. Public servants care, that innovation works when rooted in people, and that progress is unstoppable when purpose leads it. Let us leave this room holding that truth tightly. Of course, this event got the VIP treatment having Tumelo Mutotwani as our program director stroke mental case. A round of applause for her expert management of tonight's program. Thank you to me, our program director, our master of ceremonies, for leading us tonight. To Team MPSA, board chairpersons who are here, members of boards who are here, our DGs, our SMSs, we don't take the hard work that you have put in this for granted. We really appreciate the work you have done. Well done also to sister departments, to municipalities who are here, to our camera and media guys. Thank you so much for the work you have done. Let us walk back into our departments, our boardrooms and communities with humility, with courage, and with a sharper hunger of delivery. Because at the end of every policy, every project, every roadmap, every pledge, and every partnership, there is always a person waiting to feel the impact of our work. Good night and travel home safely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DM, for that very heartfelt vote of thanks. Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for spending the evening with us. Congratulations to all our award winners and finalists. Thank you to our partners, our sponsors. Thank you, Empress Palace, for ensuring that we are comfortable and that we are safe in your venue. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have and enjoy and indulge in our dinner. But if I might please just make a special request, may we have all the VIP tables begin to stand first. So the minister's table, the deputy minister's table, our VIP guests, our sponsors table, all the VIP tables in front. May we please afford them the opportunity to dish up first, and then we may all, of course, dish up. But from myself, your MC Tumelo Mututwan, it's been a great night. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. Thank you.